Hi guys, it's Neat
And Ron.
and we're back. It's been a very, very, very long time since we've done a video together. Years actually. A lot has changed. We probably look totally freaking different to y'all.
When was our last video?
Probably like 2015, 16 maybe.
Okay.
Mine was last year. I did videos last year about my surgery and what I was going through. But as far as TTCing and us together, it's been a long time. A lot has changed. If I didn't say it, I'm gonna say it. If I said it, I'm gonna say it again. Together, we've lost over 160 pounds. We've gotten married. And what else?
Started transitioning.
Yeah. We hadn't made a video since she started transitioning.
Yeah, so that's a big thing for me. I've had laser eye surgery, so I don't wear glasses anymore.
Oh, yeah.
She wears glasses now. So that's changed.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. It's so much. We've been through so much lately, especially lately. But anyway, we're back because we are TTCing again. We are still trying for a baby number 2.
Our baby number 1 is not a baby number.
No, she's not. She's 12. I know it's. She's not a baby. We waited a really long time. We gave her whole childhood. But we're not doing that again. It will not be a big age difference in between baby number 2 and 3. Or pregnancy number 2 and 3. I'm going to put it like that. Because...
She trying so hard to have twins.
I've always wanted twins. Since I was a little girl, my grandmother told me I was going to have twins. So I kind of I believed her. She hadn't lied to me. So I believe her. Anyway, that's funny.
I don't want no twins. I don't see the point in this.
Anyway, but for this round, well, this time we are doing things a lot differently. We are still I'm still carrying, which I'll carry this pregnancy and our next pregnancy. The difference with this one is I'm using my eggs with this one, and the next one will be having them harvested and basically IVF. And like a reciprocal IVF, because I'll be carrying her eggs.
Yep. And that's going to be a process, a big process, because I'm going to have to stop taking testosterone. I'm going to have to start taking
estrogen or something like that. I think it's
the total opposite. So that's going to be like crazy for me. But, you know, once I get everything removed and everything, I'll probably just
fully transition.
Yeah, not only fully transition, but like shut down the whole everything in there. That makes sense?
I guess.
I get everything taken out. I don't need it.
Like a hysterectomy. Like you'll be able to finally do. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So before we were doing the at-home insemination, and this time we are going to do an IUI. And before we used a known sperm donor, and this time we are going to
use a bank.
Yeah. And it's more than just, that's a whole nother.
Well, some of the major differences in that, on my behalf, what I pay attention to is the fact that when you have to pay for it, you take it a little more seriously.
So I think we want to talk about, like, of course it's going to be, with me it'll be like TTC. Once we're pregnant, it'll be like pregnancy. But I think we'll do more because she's starting full keto tomorrow. So full keto, her weight loss, like just vlogs about us and what we do.
I still have about 20 pounds left that I want to lose to get to my goal weight. So that's why I'm doing keto. Even though I lost a lot of weight already, I'm still not down to my goal weight. And I didn't come this far not to reach it. So that's what I'm going to do to get down to my goal weight. So, wish me luck.
Okay. And I'm just checking my notes. So let's go to our first appointment. Alright, so moving into how we decided that we were going to have an IUI and how we were going to get it started. I went into my primary care physician, who I've been with for probably like 4 or 5 years now, and I told her that we were ready, like we were ready to have a baby, and we wanted to move forward in the process. And there is a specialist that came to my doctor's office that works alongside of my doctor from California, who specializes in LGBT fertility, and she's a reproductive specialist that specializes in LGBT fertility. So I wanted to see her, and I wanted to talk to my primary care physician just to make sure everything was good and see if everything was all right, because at one point in time they had diagnosed me with PCOS. So we talked, and she said that she would get me an appointment. Well, me, her, and the specialist would sit down. So I went in the next week with her with her and the specialist and my doctor, and we had a conversation, and we discussed the risks, goals, ways to achieve the goals, basically what we were going to do and how we were going to do everything. So after I agreed and listened to everything that could possibly go wrong and all the cycles that we could possibly have to go through, we agreed for me to start Femara letrozole, which is estrogen blocker, and it induces ovulation in those who don't ovulate, and it matures multiple follicles in those who ovulate already to increase the chance of pregnancy. So you take it 5 days. Yeah, you take it 5 days. It starts off at like 2.5 milligrams up to 7.5 milligrams. And she started me off on 5 milligrams. And it's 5 milligrams a day for 5 days. And I took mine cycle day 5 through 9. That's it already. Cycle days 5 through 9. It's either 3 through 7 or 5 through 9. And for mine, since my cycle is a little longer, we did cycle days 5 through 9. Which ended up being August 10th through 14th. So yeah, I took it 4 or 5 days. Cycle day 5 through 9, which was August 10th through 14th. And the first day was fine. I was fine. I didn't have any issues, any side effects, which there are multiple side effects. And the next day, I was fine during the day, but that evening, the afternoon, once I remembered that I didn't take my prenatal vitamins, things kind of went bad, because once I took the prenatal vitamins, I felt sick. Like, my stomach hurt. I was like crampy. I wasn't nauseous. I was just like cramping, right? Like, it just made my stomach hurt. I just felt sick. The pills are very tiny, and I take 2 of them with food every morning for 5 days. So back to the days I took them. I wasn't sick or anything on the first day. The second day, I was kind of crampy which had us worried because one of the side effects of Femara is hyperstimulation. Right. Yeah, hyperstimulation, which means it's like you have too many follicles growing, and if your ovary get too heavy, it can twist, which is like very painful, and it takes surgery to correct. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want you to use any drugs or fertility drugs like this one again. So we were worried about it, but that wasn't the case.
It can also make you infertile.
Oh yeah,
that's a big one.
That was, I did forget about that. Yeah, it can make you infertile, but like I pushed that out of my mind because like it's just all positivity, so I wasn't worried about infertility or the ovarian torsion or hyperstimulation. I wasn't worried about any of that, even though I knew all of the risk. The next 2 days, Sunday and Monday, was crampy, and I couldn't figure out why my stomach hurt. But I did end up figuring out that when I didn't take the prenatal vitamins, I was fine. But on the days that I took the Femara and the prenatal vitamins, it's the days that I got kind of like I wasn't feeling so good. So I stopped taking the prenatal vitamins, and I was fine for the next 2 days. So we began using OPKs. I had never used them before. I mean, I have, but it was just like the little cheapies from Dollar Tree. I never got like a clear reading on it. 17th, I started taking these. Just the clear blue. The clear blue, and it's connected. It has an app that works with my phone. So once I take the test, it syncs with my phone with the Bluetooth, and it stores the data in my phone. For the first 3 days, it was nothing. And on the 4th day, I got a high fertility. So at that appointment that she said that I had needed to schedule an ultrasound on the cycle day 15 through 18, one of those days, go get an ultrasound so they can check my follicles and count the amount and see how big they were, so we can see if we were to inseminate on this cycle. So when we got the high flashes, so when we got the first surge alert, I contacted the other doctor's office to get the ultrasound. We went in, we got the ultrasound, they counted my follicles, they scanned them, and I seen one dominant follicle on my left side. But they weren't happy because they wanted it to be more than one, but they could tell that it was working.
I'm just bugging because you talking about you seen the high.
I did see that big ass follicle.
You didn't know what you was looking at.
But I knew it was a follicle. I was telling you, first of all, we're gonna put the ultrasound clip in this video. We're gonna put the clip for the ultrasound because I knew that follicle was big. Did I or not?
You don't know. You think you're a doctor so bad.
No, I watched. So bad. I researched stuff so much to the point that I knew what I was talking about. I watched people get ultrasounds, so I kind of knew what to look for. But what I didn't know was I was looking for numbers in millimeters, and they had them in centimeters. So I was like, couldn't really tell offhand how big it was, because I was looking in millimeters, and it was centimeters. Anyway, so we got an ultrasound, and we couldn't get ultrasound at my primary care physician, that particular office, but it's a chain of them, so we had to go somewhere else, and they had to give the results to my doctor. And my doctor was saying, like, we knew that we probably weren't going to be able to inseminate on this cycle, but we were still hopeful. But we had already had in our mind really that September was going to be the month that we inseminated on. So I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was super excited. I have like pictures. I took pictures of, I have pictures and little clips of like when I was testing and when I got my first high and how excited I was. I was really excited because they said that it was a possibility like we could inseminate it like on our first month we could inseminate.
Which
but
would have been August.
Yeah, which would have been August. So we could have inseminated on our first month. And I was still like really, really excited. First of all, because I've never gotten a real reading on an OPK before, ever. So I was like super, super, super excited. It was like 6:30 in the morning. And you would have thought that I got a positive pregnancy test because I was super, super, super excited. Like, I woke you up. Like, I was on the bed like, oh my God. Like, I got a positive. And I'll try to insert that video. Because I think I have it on my phone. So I'll try to insert that video too. Just so you guys can kind of see. It's 6:48. Kids are going for school. But I just had to come in, y'all. My wife's asleep. I just ran in and told her I got a high fertility. I am so happy. I've never been able to read one of these at all, period, ever. Okay. Cheap. I mean, I normally use the little small ones, but I've never been able to get a read. Like, I've never been able to get a read at all, y'all. I'm so excited. So, I am up. I'm up now. I'm about to take a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth. I'm about to do everything, get myself together because my ultrasound isn't scheduled until Wednesday. Today is Monday. It's cycle day 14, and my ultrasound is not scheduled until Wednesday, cycle day 16. Yo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We might possibly be able to inseminate this week. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm excited. We might be able to inseminate this week. Like, whew. So I'm excited because I'm getting ready to ovulate, y'all, on my own. I can't break down and cry right now. It's like, okay, I'm still in shock. So what I'm gonna do is I'm about to jump in the shower. The doctor's office opens at 7:30. I'm about to jump in the shower and I am going to get myself together because they might say I need to come in. Hopefully we just get a good scan and our follicles are good and they say, okay, boom, there you go, trigger. Sperm is on standby, just waiting to be shipped. So I'm doing overnight shipping. I don't give a damn. I paid the $280 for overnight shipping. You hear me? Like, y'all, we might be able to inseminate this week. Okay. But anyway, let me go ahead. Let me get my shower. Let me get myself together, and then I'll come back. Love you guys. And I'll also try to insert the ultrasound video, or like bits and pieces of it, so you guys can see where they looked at each ovary and they seen the follicles. And just so you guys know, it was a big follicle and it ended up, it was a 24 millimeter follicle. That is big because they wanted to be between what,
18 and 20.
Right, and we had a 24. So 24 millimeters was pretty good. And it was big, and you can look at it, and it was like, it was like really dominant. Like, that was a boy. It was going to be a boy look. Like, I mean, that's not even what determines if it's a boy or not. I was just like, my boy going to be big. Yeah, I'm so goofy. I'm sorry. But, yeah.
We inseminated this month. That's all they need to know.
Yeah, basically, it's a go. They like how I responded to the medicine, so we're going to do it again for this cycle. And we inseminating this month. Boom. I'm excited. So yeah, we inseminating this month. Thank y'all for stopping by and checking in on us and seeing how we was doing and keeping up with us. No, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you'll know when we make a video. Not no sometime notifications, all the time notifications, so you'll see whenever we drop a video. All right, y'all. So we'll talk to y'all soon.